The telomere effect moves into a chapter dealing with anxiety and depression at this point. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this. I'm going to highlight a few points. And it's not because I don't think that it's real or important, because I totally do. But here's the thing. I don't suffer from deep bouts of depression and anxiety due to mental awareness. If you are someone who does, I implore you to seek a medically trained professional and keep seeking until you find someone who meshes with you and can really speak to the things that you're going through. So, anxiety is defined as excessive dread or worry about the future. Anxiety and depression do lead to much shorter telomeres. Or, as the book points out, some studies indicate that shorter telomeres may lead to depression. The good news is that with proper care and restructuring our brains and our thinking processes, our cells and telomeres can renew, strengthen, and even lengthen. So this week we're going to talk just a hair bit about this, and then in upcoming weeks we're going to work on exercise and diet as it applies to our telomeres. Once again, if you are someone who does suffer from severe anxiety and depression, please seek help and get your support group around you. Mental health is not a luxury. Everyone deserves to have good mental health and should have access to resources that teach us how to protect ourselves from depression, anxiety, and their effects on our health. Depression is partly, as stated in the book, a dysfunctional response to stress. These negative thought patterns we've spent so long identifying could be the substance of underlying depression. Remember this: they are not signs that you are truly unworthy or a failure. Avoidance of a problem only magnifies anxiety, and understanding how our minds work is the key to overcoming these disorders. I'd like to mention some types of therapy the book mentions so that you might know when seeking help. Mindfulness-based cognitive therapy, known as MBCT, is designed to help us notice the gap between how we feel and how we want to feel. The book states that anxiety and depression keep us living in the gap, wishing things could be different and trying to find the escape. MBCT teaches two basic modes of thinking: doing and being. There is so much more to it, but the basis is the doing mode is the automatic response that keeps us in the gap, and being mode gets us out of the gap. I will be grateful if my talk helps even one person, but my heart will be full if these talks saves just one person from these disorders or keeps someone alive. Not because I'm so wise, but because they may have helped someone seek professional care. If you're interested in the MBCT therapy, which, as you'll remember from yesterday, is the mindfulness-based cognitive therapy, look for these names as you do some research: John Teasdale, Mark Williams, and Zindel Siegel. Here is an example of a core activity of this kind of therapy. 3-minute breathing break. Practice thoughtful awareness. Number 1, label your thoughts. Number 2, allow those thoughts to exist. Number 3, know that those thoughts will pass. Did you know that the lifetime of a thought is about 90 seconds? 90 seconds. That is, unless we engage with them. Invite whatever is present in your mind. Focus on your breath. Expand your awareness to your surroundings. This break is thought to calm your body, offers you control, and shifts your thinking away from self-focus toward a more peaceful mode. Scientifically speaking, when we breathe, our heart rate increases when we breathe in. When we exhale, it decreases. Breathing into our lower belly by using abdominal breath stimulates the sensory pathways of the vagus nerve, which travels to our brain. And this calms us even more. So let's try it. Take a deep breath in with me and breathe low and deep. In and out. And the out can be through your nose or through your mouth. In and out. I am not an expert, and I will implore you again, seek help. Look up these people and call a professional. So some studies have shown that there are mind-body techniques that we can use to help lengthen our telomeres, improve our well-being, and reduce inflammation. So what are some of these techniques? Well, meditation, Qigong, Tai Chi, and yoga, just to name a few. Another program I want to mention is called Mindfulness-Based Stress Reduction, or MBSR. This program was created by Jon Kabat-Zinn at the University of Massachusetts Medical School. It is a program I am currently trying out, and I am doing it for free. So check out Palouse Mindfulness, PALOUSEMINDFULNESS.com, and see what you think. It is quoted as being great for anyone who wants to reduce stress. Isn't that the entire world, just about? It's also said to be good for people suffering from chronic physical pain. I may get to the end of it and wonder what I learned, but I'm currently into week 2, and just based on the activities and the materials so far, I don't think that I'm going to get to the end of it and wonder what I learned. Here are a few other quick mentions. Kirtan Kriya, a traditional form of meditation. Qigong is a series of flowing movements emphasizing posture, breathing, and intention. The book cites studies with Qigong helped with depression and diabetes. It's also something that I'd like to mention from the book, Dean Ornish, MD. He is a UCSF, University of California, San Francisco, and was the first to show intensive lifestyle changes can reverse heart disease and progression. His program is one of the very few behavioral programs now paid for by Medicare and other health insurance. So that would be someone else to look up and do some research on and see if it's a program that might fit for you if you are having heart issues or heart disease. Finally, I would like to weave some of my own thoughts into this talk this week. I am not a health professional. I am not trained in any of these things. I am only reading and doing my own research and sharing what I am reading. I encourage you to go out and do your own research. I do want to mention, though, that I believe there is more than one element to mental health. I believe diet and exercise, which is what we're coming to soon, is a major part of mental health. But the element I want to touch on today is our belief system. I am a Christian. I've not made that a secret. I've put it out in the open many times. I have my own struggles in life, and at the core of coping with these struggles is my faith. What do we have if we don't have faith in something greater than ourselves? You see, it's my time spent with my faith that I believe strengthens all of me. In my own personal belief system, I find the study of scriptures leads me to mindfulness, being present, eating right, and taking care of my body with exercise. Time spent listening and reading to devotionals and Bible verses in the morning and even an evening lead me to apply presence to my life. I am just a baby at this revelation. I've been a Christian for a long time, but I've only felt this connection of unity in my life the last year. I don't always get it right. In fact, I get it wrong more than I get it right. But I'm determined to grow. Is Christianity the only belief system? Absolutely not. I challenge you to dive into your own and spend some soul-searching time, bringing awareness to every aspect of who you are. Have a great weekend.